Hey guys, what's up? Caleb coming to today talking about post-workout recovery. Last week we went over some pre-workout recovery preparation work with Coach Christian. Today I want to talk about what you should be doing after you're done training. So after we're done training, you should not be, good workout, see you guys, peace, running out the door, okay? You're going to regret that later, but the big thing we want to think about here is big picture, right? So post-workout recovery we're doing for a couple reasons. Number one is obviously to get more flexible, but that is not the only benefit we're going to get from doing some post-workout recovery and spending 5-10 minutes after your workout doing some extra work, all right? A lot of us need the extra range of motion, the mobility work, and that's going to be a great benefit, but we also want to think about long-term health for your joints, for your muscles, tendons, connective tissue, all that stuff, and we can get some big-time benefits from spending some time after we're done working out, working through some specific things for you that'll help you recover from your training that day, okay? So when you're designing and thinking about what you should be doing after your workout, I want you to attack it from two different ways, all right? First, we're gonna be thinking about what is your specific limiting factor, okay? So are you really tight in your hips? Do you have shoulder problems? Do you have an old injury going on? We wanna think about those things and how they pertain to you. And then we also, on top of that, want to look at what you just did in your training. So if you just did a bunch of shoulder overhead, a bunch of presses, something, we want to spend some time working on your shoulders. If you did a bunch of squats today, we obviously want to work on your hips and your quads, hamstrings, that kind of stuff, all right? So I want you to look at both of those things. And then the other thing I want you to do is sit down and talk to your coach for life, and I want you to develop together a specific strategy that you can use 5-10 minutes you can fit in after your workout, you can do on your off days at home. That'll really help you long-term stay healthy and make a lot of progress and recover really well, because recovery is a huge factor in our training. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of walk you through what I do after I'm done training. So this has come together, bless you Seth, this has come together from a bunch of time, last 20 years, me putting together, and changes periodic depending on how my body's feeling and recovery. But I'll walk you through what I do after workout that is specific to me, and it helps me recover really well and keeps my body healthy. So first thing I always do is couch stretch, okay? So when I couch stretch, for me, if I spend a lot of time squatting, doing a bunch of lower body stuff, and I don't couch stretch, I end up having some pain and tightness in my knees, so this counteracts that. But for me, I get a bigger benefit doing it on the bench, okay? So for one, I don't have that angle on my ankle, and I can push forward, and I can put my knee down here. But I spend 2 minutes in this position, and then I pick my knee up, and I lean back on my heel, and then I feel that way down the insertion right above my knee. I spend 2 minutes there each leg, all right? This has a huge impact for me, keeping my knees healthy, opening my hips, keeping everything solid, okay? And then I make sure that I always spend time on my hamstrings too. So I grab my band and I lay down and I stick it on my foot, and then I start pulling, and I want to get this back as far as it'll go, being able to keep my legs straight, and then I bend it just a little bit and I go back and forth a few times, holding there, keeping tension on that band, and then I open up, coming down to the side, do the same thing down here, across my body, all right? And then I'm crossing over, pulling in, pull my knee towards my chest, push away from me, get that piriformis down there, and I spend time down here, get my hamstrings, my hips, my glutes, all that stretched out, okay? And then I gotta spend a little bit of time on my shoulders and upper body. So I'm coming over to the rack, and I like to get my lats first. So when I stretch my lats, I turn my hand over, grab the rack, whichever hand. I put the same leg back, so I'm getting everything through my lats, and I can lean into it, stretch everything out here. And then overhead, my shoulders get tight if I don't stretch this out. So I put one hand on the pole and my shoulder on the opposite side. All right, so I'm getting a little torque in there. Try to keep my arm straight, lean down. I hold that for about a minute, and then I'll take the same hand, wrap it around the pole the other way, and spend about a minute there. That opens up my delt, my pec, and all that stuff. So that is my daily routine after I'm done training. All together, I couch stretch 2 minutes each leg, and then 4 minutes each leg, and then all this stuff combined takes me like 8 minutes, all right? Not a whole lot of time, but it makes a huge impact for me, not just flexibility, but the way that I feel after my workout and the way I feel the following days in recovery. So spending time after you're done working out, a couple minutes will benefit you long term. So take care of your body, and I'll see you at the gym.